Check me out.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel fourbiddencoder.tech, and my name is Pankaj. And in today's video, I am going to show you how I deployed my complete full stack cab management system built using React, Node, and MongoDB to a Google Cloud platform. Okay, so in this video, we will go through everything step by step, like from setting up GCP VM and installing required dependencies on it, configuring Docker and Docker Compose for our GCP VM and our application, then Jenkins for CI/CD pipeline and automations purpose. Then we will set up Nginx for reverse proxy SSL, and finally we will host it live with our custom domain. So by the end of this video, you will have production ready deployment pipeline for your own full stack app. So let's get started. So before moving forward, let me quickly show you the folder structure which I have made for my production ready MERN application. As you can see on my screen, this is the root level folder structure. And in the root level, you can see multiple folder like prod server, prod admin, prod client. Each of them represent the backend, the main user facing front end interface, and the admin dashboard respectively. Apart from this, I have also included services like Nginx, Logstash, FileBeat. This help in reverse proxying, log monitoring, and log management system. Okay, so the root folder also contain Docker Compose YAML. This file orchestrate the all service together, including server, client, admin, MongoDB, Nginx, etc. Okay, and last and final, here is our Jenkinsfiles that help you. I'll open it for you. That here it defines the CI/CD pipeline used to build and deploy everything automatically. It has different kind of stages you can see over here, like cloning, system prerequisite, verifying the ELK configuration and all. And finally, the git ignore, package.json and readme file. Provided the project configuration, it will provide you the project configuration and metadata for our project. Okay. Now moving toward our server part. This is a Node.js backend with we have used Express framework here. You will see the src directory here. Okay, this contain a core logic like controller, routes, middleware, and services. The public folder which you are seeing here holds any static asset that may need to be exposed, but we don't have any, so we have not put anything here. And inside Nginx, you have to write the configuration for reverse proxying, but we are using Nginx service at the root level, so we don't need that. In case if you are deploying the server alone, then this folder can be used. And you can see the log directory here. It store multiple runtime log which are later forwarded to Logstash and Elasticsearch for analysis. You will also see different environment variable like env.development, env.example, env.production. This help managing the specific environment variable. Okay, and there is also one Docker file. I will show it to you. Yeah, this is for containerization, the backend, and there is one ecosystem that help in process management. And finally, here is my server.js. That is the main entry point that initialize the Express app and connect to our database. So this is how my backend folder structure look like. Next, inside the client folder structure, you will see this is made up of using React and Vite. Vite, I have used it for faster performance and optimized build performance. So under the src, I have organized the project cleanly using multiple subfolder. You can see the component for reusable UI element, pages for individual screen, and Redux for state management. Where is Redux? Yeah, and Redux for state management, and hook for custom React hook. You can see that fetch users hook and all are there. After that, the style sheet folder manages all the SCSS file for consistency styling across the app. Okay, And here also I have implemented a Docker file. You can see over here, that is used to build a production ready front end app for our MERN stack application. And you will see the main.js and app.js. These both file are the main file of our React front end, which bootstrap our React app. Okay. And finally, the production admin center means this is our production admin folder. This is a separate React plus Vite project for managing only admin functionality. Okay, it is structure very similar to the main client. It has SRC folder, you can see over here, which is organized into subdirectories for component pages and style. The separation between prod client and prod admin allow independent deployment and better scalability. Okay, the Docker file is there too. You can see over here. The Docker file here is used to build admin panel image and service through our Docker compose file. Okay, so this is how my folder structure. So in our folder structure, everything is containerized using Docker, orchestrated through Docker compose, and deploy automatically via Jenkins with Nginx as a reverse proxy. This is modular setup, make it easy to maintain, scale, and monitor in production. Okay, now let's see how our app works. Currently, I'm at my home screen of my MERN stack application. You can see it is clear and visible to you. First, we have home screen, hero banner, then we have services, then we have about section, and then we have contact us page. You can hover over that. Routing is pretty fast over here. And if you click on sign in, we just have to sign in. Okay, so if you are a new user, you have to click on here, then you can add your name here. I'll add mine. I'm just showing you how my project is working. So I have to enter 10-digit phone number. For email ID purpose, I'll enter this email address, and password I'll set. Okay, once I hit on sign up, it will send an OTP to this email address which I have entered. Okay, so in order to show you that, I'll show it to you. Just check. Yeah, OTP has been sent 0 minute ago. Yeah, this one is the OTP 265276. So if we enter 265, what is that? 265276. Okay, if I enter the wrong OTP here, just in case, it will not verify the user. I have to enter the right OTP, then only the user get verified. Once the user got verified, you can also check in my, you will also get another email from the same. You can check here, verification completed. Hello Pankaj. We are excited to let you know that your account. So I have set up this kind of system. Okay. So once it is done, this app I have mainly created for booking our cab. So if we book a cab from Nagpur, I'll enter. It will pick up the location directly from the Google Maps. Okay, this location are directly getting picked up from Google Map. Let's say I have to go to Pune on 2nd of November at 12 noon, or let's say 10 a.m. So if I select it and if I go for it, you can see all the ride which are available from Nagpur to Pune on 12th of November. You can see here all the included kilometer, duration, how much duration it will take to go from, and fare calculation. This cab has 20 rupees per kilometer. Skoda has 25 rupees per kilometer. By the way, I have put this cab on demo purpose. The price are actually not real. And this Creta has 25 rupees per kilometer. Okay. So, and here is time travel distribution. All the duration will get covered within 11 hours. So, 10 to 11 means all the travel time is of daytime. If I select on book now, you can see the book now page here. It has total clear view. You can see the carousel, how cool it is, and you will get all the information. You have to put the exact location. I'll put Pune near. I'll put at Pune railway station. Okay. So list of passenger. So JHON John Dio. I'll put gender as male. Age as 23. I'll add one more passenger here, like I'll add Bella Ford, and this one is female, and age is 23 or only. Okay. So we have either two option, either we can fully make a payment, or either we can make a partial payment just to confirm the booking. Okay. So we will make full payment now. Okay. No, I'll make partial payment. Why full? Let it be. Make it a full payment. Once we place the order, this is the test account. Okay. So I'll choose card. For the test account, I have to get Razor Pay test card. Here are the test card detail. Not now. Yeah, here are the test card detail. I'll use this test card to make a sample payment for you. 1245 and CVV is rupees. I'll continue making payment. No, maybe later. Okay, OTP. I will enter random 6-digit OTP. Continue. Okay. Now payment has been successfully made and you will be redirected. See here, our booking has been confirmed. If you click on view detail, you will see all the detail which you have entered. Like you have entered two passengers, departure date, one-way ride passenger from at Pune railway station to Pune, Maharashtra. And after that, it is showing that assigning you a driver. Okay. Here is the order ID. Payment method you have choose online. You have made payment of 1,700, 17,500. Remaining is zero. Total amount is this, and payment status is getting paid. Okay. So you can see your booking here, and also you can see your profile here. Like this one is your profile. If you click on it, if you want to edit anything, you can edit here. If I want to add Pankaj boss, and I want to change my phone number like this and click on save change, my phone number will get changed. I can also add images to it. mm, Let me add one images, img passport size photo. This I will add. Save change, and after some, it is taking little bit of time. Yeah, now you can see my image is set. uh, and this is our passenger section. Okay, now I will let you go through my. For that, I'll open an incognito window. I'll go through my admin center. Localhost colon 4174. So I have admin account. I have made myself an admin. So let me clearly show you the admin account as well. Just a minute. Okay, so actually I forgot the password for my admin, so I have to pause the video. Yeah, I have successfully logged in into my admin center. You can see clearly here revenue is over here. This month 1700 1750 is revenue is here. Two users are there. One is admin. one which I have created just now. One transaction is there which I have made booking. Three caps are there. So transaction I'll show it to you. Total booking we have currently is one, and that is in pending state. If we have to manage the booking and we have to modify the booking, we can modify it from here. If we click on edit order, it will allow you to edit the order. But right now I'm not modifying it. You can see the order overview over here. It is in pending state, and I'll go back. If I want to cancel this order, it will cancel it order. If I want to assign a cab, but before assigning a cab, let me currently we don't have any driver with us, so let me just quickly add one driver so that we can assign booking to him. I'll create on sign up. Mm, I'll create one driver. We have to do some checks also, like once driver is registered, they need to add this document verification section, account holder. So I'll just quickly do it in Aadhaar card section. You can also see it from here. To register a cab. So to register the capacity, let me check what is the capacity for which we have booked. Capacity is 5 seaters. Okay, we will put the capacity as 5. Cab number 005. Front image for our cab. Mm, Front image for our cab. Just a minute, I'll check it quickly. Okay, I'll put this quad image. Black image. So I'll register it quickly. It'll taking a little bit of time. Okay. So after this, we will going to push this code to GitHub so that we can access that code from GitHub to GCP VM using Jenkins and create a CI/CD pipeline for that. I'll do git add git status. Some file has been changed. I have already added remote. I have created repository as well, and all the thing which I have said. I have done it previously. If you don't know how you can create a repository and push your code to the GitHub, let me know on the comment. I'll create a separate video for that. For now, I'll push this code to GitHub. For that, I'll first commit it. You can see here all this file has been already changed. For this commit, I'll use CI answer, and we will write. I'll use fix keyword fix logo and that's issue. After this, if I hit enter, for example, if there is some error in my code, it will check all the things. Like here it is checking for a prod server if there is any error in the backend code because changes are made in all the three things. Then after that it will check in prod client, nothing to be stacked in prod file, and after that in admin center. Once it is done, the code will get committed and we'll write git push origin master. I'll push this. Here I have set up two account. I have work account as well as personal account. This thing I'm pushing in my personal account. So if you don't know how to do this kind of setup, previously I have made one video in my YouTube channel. You can go and check it out. The link is in below description. You can check how to manage multiple GitHub account on one PCs. Okay, I'll enter paraphrase. Once it is done, my code is pushed onto the GitHub repository. I'll just go there and quickly check. Files by github.com. I'll check my repository from here. Repository. Okay, this one which I have committed just now. Yeah, fix. No, this is not the. Yeah, this is the commit which I have just fixed logo and index issue. Okay, now we are going to set up our GCP VM. My screen. Currently, we are hosting our website on our local host. Means it is not accessible through the internet. It is only accessible to my machine. So to make it accessible through internet, we need some kind of URL. Like here, this is the example one. So we will add our custom domain. For that, you required few things. First of all, you required a VM. In any of the cloud, you can create one VM like in GCP, AWS, or Azure. I'll prefer GCP over that. And next thing that you want is a domain. For that, yeah, here I have bought one domain named fourbiddencoder.tech, and I have created three subdomain: cap service API for my backend, cap service app for my front end, and cap service admin for my admin center. Now if I use this domain, so this will be my main URL. Okay, so for that, let's begin and start the process of creating a new VM in our GCP environment. Okay, for that, I'll go to Google console. Okay, I'll go here and type this URL: console.cloud.google.com, and here I'll choose this project. No, I'll choose this Cedar new project, and I'll enable the APIs. And after that, first of all, I'll create a VM instance. So for that, I'll click here, click on Compute Engine, then go to VM instance. It will take a little bit of time. Then I'll click on Create Instance. I'll name that instance as prod server. Region I will choose, and yeah, choose the nearby region. So I'll choose Mumbai, and I'll keep this as any. I'll choose NT N2. You can choose anything with according to your project need. So I'm choosing this one. And in OS section, I'm keeping this as a Debian's only. And disk size, I'm selecting 100 GB because we are using Docker container. And the volume is also needed for storing our database. Data protection section, I'll keep all the thing as it is. Networking section, we will allow HTTP and HTTPS traffic in our VM. And observability, we will keep as it is. Everything we will keep as it is, and click on create. Once we click on create, it will create a new VM for us. It will take a little bit of time and create a new VM for us. Now, once VM is created, you can see over here, my VM is created and it has an internal IP and external IP. But if I pause this VM or close this VM and again restart it, this IP will get changed, and we don't want that. For that, we will do one thing. We will reserve this IP for only prod server VM. Okay. So for that, you have to go click on three dots, click on VPC network, click on IP addresses, and here you will click on reserve external IP address. You will name that as prod IP. Description, if you want, you can keep it, but if you don't want, you cannot don't keep it. It is up to you. Reason, I'll say choose nearest region, and I will attach it to prod server and reserve this IP for my prod server. Okay, so once we have reserved the IP for our VM, now in the next step, we will configure firewall rules. Like if we click on this IP, allow me a minute, I'll show you the demo as well. So this is our VM instance. In our VM instance, if you click on it and if you try to access, this is not accessible. Why? Because firewall rule has not been set, means this port 4173 is been blocked by our VM or Google Cloud Console, whatever it is blocked by it. So to unblock it, we have to set some firewall rule. For that, I have prepared one document, which rule you want to set. With the help of this document, you can also create a VM using command line, but I have already created it, so I'll just skip this part and we'll create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rule for it. We will allow 8080 port to access Jenkins in our VM. We'll allow 4173 to access frontend. We'll allow 4000 to access backend. And we will allow 4174 to access our admin panel. And this rule, Kibana and Elasticsearch 5601 and 9200. Okay. So I'll just quickly create all these rules. I'll just go to Google Cloud Shell. You can go it from here. If you click on here, it will open a Google Cloud Shell and you can directly maximize it. So I have already maximized it, so I'll not reopen it again. I'll just increase the font size and type this command. First, it is showing creating a Jenkins rules. Yeah, now it is created. Now we will create front-end rule for front-end, allowing our front-end panel. Now we will allow our backend to get accessible. Okay, could not fetch the resource it is showing. Okay, second rule, third rule is created, but not the front end is not still not allowed. So I'll once again create this. It is showing some issue. We'll check it later, but first let's create the other rule first. Next, we'll allow admin. And finally, we'll allow Kibana and Elasticsearch. Okay, now all the rules are created. Now we will tag all the rules to our VM instance. Now the rule is created in Google Cloud, but it is not tagged to our VM instance. So for that, we'll tag this rule to our VM instance. For that, I have written this command. For first, we will check all the rule which has been created for that VG Cloud. Cloud Compute Firewall rules list. With the help of this command, we can able to see which rules are created and which are not. Here, 443 ports is allowed for HTTPS, 480 port is allowed for HTTP, 4173. Okay, this is why it is causing error because this rule is already created. 4173 is allowed for node frontend, 4000 for backend, 4174 for admin panel, and 5601 and 9200 for Elasticsearch and Kibana. And now we will simply add this to our cloud VM, prod server VM. Okay, this is the command. which will add all the rules to our. Okay, it is allowed node front end. Yeah, it is done. The next step, we have to install Docker, Git, Java, and Jenkins in our system in order to create a CI/CD pipeline. So for that, we have to SSH into our VM. For that, I'll click on here and do SSH over our system. Now we are into our VM. So for that, we will do one thing. We'll first update and upgrade the packages. If you're not able to see the size, I'll increase the size. It will take some time to get updated and upgraded. Now, as you can see, my all package are updated. Now we will install Java in our as a VM. Okay, for that, I'll type this command sudo apt install get this one, and then we will add the repository key to install Java in our VM. And finally, we will add Java in our VM instance. It will take a little bit of time. So once it is done, the Java will get installed in our VM. Okay, now Java is also installed in our VM. Now we will add one more package here, that is Git. Once it is done, we will quickly check the version of Java as well as Git. It should show 21. Yeah, it is installed properly. Now Git version we will check. Yeah, Git is also installed properly. So next step, in order to create CI/CD pipeline, we have to install Docker. That is the must case. For that, we'll go to official Docker library, and here they have mentioned how to install it in Debian OS. So run this following command to uninstall all the conflicting ASIC packages. So yeah, we will run all this command. Let's see whether we have any conflicting packages. No, we don't have any. So after this, we will install using apt repository. Yeah, we'll install using apt repository. After this, none if you are derivative. Yeah, we will install the latest version of Docker and its component means Docker CLI, Docker Compose, etc. We'll click on yes. Now Docker is getting installed in our VM. So we'll wait till it gets installed. Yeah, now Docker is get installed in our system. We'll quickly check by typing Docker version. It is showing that Docker version 28 built means Docker is properly installed in our system. Now, in the next step, we'll install Jenkins in our system. Okay. For that, we will go to official library. Here, I have already told you why we have installed Java because Jenkins, in order to execute and install Jenkins, we need Java in our machine. So we have already installed Java in our machine. So we directly install Jenkins by clicking up this. This is a long-term support release, and I recommend you to install from here only. So I'll quickly install it. Yeah, now Jenkins is also installed. We'll just quickly re-verify. whether it is installed properly or not. Yeah, it is installed properly. And now finally we'll start the Jenkins server first by typing this command sudo systemctl enable Jenkins, and then we will start the Jenkins. Once we have started the Jenkins, we will check the status whether it is active or not. If you found it inactive, but in our case it is active, running properly fine. So we'll means Jenkins is also installed in our system. Then finally we will access Jenkins in browser. Like we will go to our GCP VM external IP which we have already reserved. We'll click here, click on 8080, click on OK. Uh, okay, it is asking for a password. So we will get the password for this. We have to SSH here. We'll type cat this. Okay. It requires sudo permission. So sudo cat. Okay. So we will copy this and click here, paste here. Yeah, it is done. Click on install suggested plugin. It will install all the plugin which are suggested by Jenkins. Now, till then, let me quickly explain you the Jenkins setup here, what we are doing. This is environment variable means all our app directory is in slash app folder. Okay. And this is for external IP configuration. First, we are cloning means in the first stage, we are cloning our project from where it is associated. We are cloning our project from GitHub repository. Okay. And the branch is master. Then in the next step, we are checking the system prerequisite for Vmax count. This is for Elasticsearch. And then we are making it persistence, mean it doesn't change. And after that, we are checking the space, whether it has required space or not. Then at the stage 2, we are verifying the ELK configuration. Means we are verifying the file, whether it is all the thing are set for ELK configuration or not. In the next stage, we are preparing Mongo key file, which you have seen in my product structure, folder structure also locally. So we are preparing this file in our GCP VM through Jenkins. Means it is kind of a automation. You don't have to do anything. You just write code and just sit back and just watch. Everything is getting done by its own. Then we are setting up Nginx. Means we have Nginx folder. So we are copying all this file to our Nginx site. Okay. Next thing, we are setting up client environment. Means in our Vite server, the environment variable consists of local host. We are replacing that with our custom domain, which is this. And next step, set up admin environment. Same, we are changing the environment variable of CAP services API forbiddencoder.tech to this one. Then finally in the server, we have to allow the external IP to get address. Okay. So that's why we are adding this to allowed origin section so that it may get allowed. Okay. And finally, we are deploying all the things with the help of a Docker. So this kind of setup and then post deployment health checkup and all the thing, and post we have writing successful message. So in this way we have set up a Jenkins pipeline, and now our Jenkins is ready to use, and we'll create a first user for Jenkins. Okay, we will continue. Fine. This is our Jenkins URL. You might want to copy it because we will set up a GitHub Git hook using this URL. So for a pipeline, you just click on new item, type the pipeline name which you want to give. I will give it production prod pipeline or pipe pipeline. I'll choose pipeline project. Okay, click on OK. Once it is done, just give the description here. We'll discard the old bill as well. Log rotation, day to keep build. I want to keep it till one build only, one day only, and do not allow concurrent build. Means if we two build are allowed at the same time, then one previous build which is already allowed will get aborted. So apart from that, we will not check anything. Yeah, GitHub hit to we will click on GitHub hook trigger for Git pulling SCM, and here we are taking pipeline from SCM, and SCM will be Git repository URL. Our repository URL, you can get it from here. We'll type this as repository URL. We'll cancel this as it is creating confusion. Credential will keep none for now. Auto file. And okay. So as you can check, whatever is our file, Jenkins file's name. Here our Jenkins file name is this one. And so we have to be cautious and keep the Jenkins files name as it is, which we have in our root folder structure. Okay. We'll click on apply and we'll click on save. Once we click on save, our pipeline is created. Okay. So now we have to do one more thing. Before this, Jenkins is not a sudo user here, and we are using sudo permission in our Jenkins, right? You may have seen like we are using sudo cmap and this all this kind of things. So it will give us permission error. For that purpose, I'll do one thing. I'll use this command to make Jenkins as a sudo user so that it do not get permission issues. Once I have done this, I'll again restart Jenkins. Sudo systemctl, okay, not start, restart Jenkins. Okay, now we have restarted the Jenkins server. If you click on here, yeah, it will ask for username which you have set while setting up Jenkins. Quickly sign in, okay, and create our first build. I have clicked on build now. Now it is building. We'll check the console from here. Actually, we'll check pipeline overview. This will get okay. Now it is preparing Mongo key file. Okay, setup Nginx got failed. And over. Okay, fine. It requires sudo permission, and currently we don't install. Yeah, we forget to install one more thing. We have to install Nginx in our VM. Sudo apt get sudo apt install Nginx. Yes. Once we are done, now Nginx is installed in our system. We'll again click on build now. Let me quickly check the pipeline as well. Preparing Mongo key file. Okay. We'll check Nginx pipeline version as well here. Okay, Nginx command not found. I just have. Okay, now I have again installed Nginx. Just allow me a minute and let me check everything work fine or not. Okay, now everything seems good. Now we will initiate the pipeline one more time. Prod pipeline, we'll click on build now. It will initiate a pipeline and do all the thing automatically. We'll click on pipeline overview. Okay, again it got failed. I don't know why. Okay, copying permission in Nginx config file. Okay, sudo terminal password required. Okay, this is a Jenkins issue. So we have not done all this thing. We have to type this command as well and restart the Jenkins one more time. Now I think the issue will get resolved. Okay, now I have again restarted the Jenkins server. So I'll quickly go to my Jenkins, refresh it one more time, type username, password as well. Okay, but now I hope this time it will not get failed. We'll check on pipeline overview quickly. It is cloning the project. Fine. Setting up Nginx. Yeah, it has set up the Nginx. Okay. Setup client. Okay. We need to do one more thing here in our VM instance. We have to create slash app folder slash app support mkdir slash app. So in here, what I have said that create touch env folder at slash app in Jenkins and then copy all the env file. We have to copy all the we have to keep all the env file in our slash app folder. From here, it will copy to Jenkins server. So I'll quickly copy all the env file and in this app folder. Okay. Yeah. So I have updated all the configuration file properly means env file. So I'll just quickly run this pipeline one more time and I hope this time it will be final. It do not throw any error to me. You quickly check pipeline overview. Okay, my bad. I have not opened it. Okay, now it is. It has check out Git SCM. It has cleared all the stages, cloning stage. System prerequisite has already been done. Verify ELK has been done. Preparing Mongo file done. Nginx setup done. Setup client done. Setup admin done. Setup server done. And currently it is deploying with Docker. Okay, so I think it will take some time. So we'll wait for it. Deploying with Docker is taking a little bit of time. So we have to wait till deploy with Docker phases get completed. And you can see we don't have to do anything in this one. It is getting automated means all the things are done by its own. That is the power of Jenkins. And we are utilizing its power to create an automate thing means doing everything by its own. Okay. Now as you can see, this phase is getting completed. It will take another 10 seconds of time. Okay, now yeah, everything is done. Pipeline executed successfully. Your application and ELK stack are now running. Kibana dashboard created index pattern, backend logs, and we have done everything fine. Means everything is running properly fine. Let's quickly check. Click on this IP. Just a minute, I was just checking about blank. We'll quickly check whether 4000 is running. Okay, yeah. Now you can see if I hit any wrong route, this is the response from my server side, which I am sending. Sorry, we are unable to find this route in our system. Means our backend is running properly fine. Let's check our front end part. Okay, front end is running fine too. Let's quickly check admin part as well. Okay, admin is also running fine. So you have seen that our all things are running properly fine in this setup. Now we just have to add our domain. For adding our domain, we just need to go to manage this one. Then we will click on manage DNS. Okay. So I'll just log in again. Okay. We have to manage record for our domain service. So I'll go here. I'll click on here. Okay. Now, for managing the record, I have to write the IP here. I have to type the IP here. Time limit is 7200. This will be in second. So we will have to wait 2 hours to get it reflected. So I have already added it so that you can add the A record, like click on A record, add A record. Just type the host name, anything whichever you want. Like I have written cap service slash API lab service dash API dot forbiddencoder dot tech. And in IPv4, you have to mention the IP of your VM and just get the time, put the time limit and just click on add record. In this way, you can add the record. So I have already added the record. So I don't need to do that again and again. So just check over here. I have added these three record which I have already shown it to you. Now we will do one thing. We will set up Nginx config. Okay. For that, just a minute. We need to go to our VM here. Okay, so once it is done and you have added the domain to your domain, a record to your domain, and you have set it up, you can check whether it is added properly or not by using this command nslookup cap service your domain. I am checking it for the domain which I have added. Yeah, it is showing me my IP address of the VM which I have created. So yeah, now it is perfectly working fine. So next step here is to remove all the configure. Means we have already symbolic link present in our etc config. So we have to remove that symbolic link first. If there exists any, we'll remove the symbolic link. Then we'll create a proper symbolic link for it. Once I have created, we'll type this command and we'll create a proper symbolic link. We'll just verify the link using this command. Yeah, you can check here. It is showing in blue color, means everything is working fine. You can also test the configuration of Nginx which you have written. It will show that syntax is okay, means everything is fine. And we'll reload the Nginx, enable the Nginx, and again restart the Nginx. These three things we will done. And yeah, after this, finally we can check the status of our Nginx. We'll quickly check the status of, yeah, it is showing active and running. And now you can see the means normally it will show you that HTTP cap services. I'll show it to allow me a minute. If I open any HTTP colon slash slash cap services app, okay, it will redirect me to HTTPS, right? So in order to serve this all thing using HTTPS, we'll add SSL certificate to it. Okay. For that, SSL certificate. Here are the step mentioned. You have to just install certbot python 3 certbot in Nginx. So just type this command. Okay, it is already installed, and we'll just ask for the certificate from certbot. Okay, you have existing certificate. If you have existing certificate for it, then it is okay. You can cancel this. If you don't have, you can add the certificate using this command. I'll cancel it for all the three domain because I already have existing certificate. Then finally, after adding the certificate, I'll reload this Nginx. Once it is done, I'll quickly check whether my all services are running properly or not in custom domain. Currently, if we type localhost 4173, it will not run because we have closed our Docker Compose. So if I write cab service fourbiddencoder, yeah, this one, it should be up and running, but I don't know what is happening over here. Just give me a minute. Okay, I think my certificate is not installed properly. That's why it is showing error. I'll just quickly go in private window and check whether using HTTP it is running or not. Okay, now fine, it is running over HTTP, but it is not secure. Finally, we'll do one thing. We'll reinstall the certificates. I'll reinstall the certificate over here. Okay, I have installed the certbot. I'll reinstall the certificate. I'll choose first. Okay, now we have successfully deployed. And then for our app service, will, okay, now we have admin service. Will again attempt to deploy the certificate. Once it is done, we'll check using car it is running or not. Yeah, now I think it will run. If I close this tab and click over here, you can see my application is up and running. So now for admin part also you can check. Now you know how you can create means how you can add your domain for your merge stack application and deploy it using Jenkins pipeline. We can do one more thing here. We can means if I will commit a message from here, it will directly initiate the pipeline. Means we will initiate a trigger in our Jenkins. Means currently right now we are building it. We are using manual build to build it, right? But we can configure git means git view hook for it, but the video is too long. If I do that in this video is too long. So if you want this, please let me know in the comment. I'll create a separate video for that. And that's it, guys. We have successfully deployed our production ready MERN app on Google Cloud using Jenkins, Docker, fully automated with CI/CD. If you have learned something new or found this tutorial helpful, do me a small favor and hit that like button to support the channel. Drop the comment below if you face any issue or have any questions. And don't forget to subscribe with the bell icon on so you don't miss my next video. Until then, keep coding, keep deploying, be happy.